On today's episode of Flashing Lights, join me as we go out for the first time as a transport medic in an ambulance and check out the new custom color lights update that has recently been pushed to the Unstable branch. Let's go ahead, roll that intro, and get right into it. Alright, haulers. Hello and welcome back to Flashing Lights. So, you'll notice something very, very different today. I have a couple of big things to really look at. I'm not honestly sure that the custom lights update was out last time I did a video on Flashing Lights. It might have been, but they've just finally put out the Unstable branch of color customization. So, we're going to be doing a Transport EMS video today. I have put together a custom light package for this vehicle along with custom patterns. In this case, it's just one pattern. Each light is individual. There's, I think, 3 different kinds of lights. So there's the minis, the full size that are up on the top, and then the light bar. Obviously, all of those have different patterns. If you guys are interested, it's a text file that you guys can just import or export out of your game. If you like the patterns I'm using, maybe I will put them in my Discord or something like that. So if you're interested in that, do let me know in the comments below. And maybe I will throw them up somewhere just so you can quickly grab them. I am sure the whole community is going to be quick to just put out a ton of different files with a lot more in them. I just wanted to get this video out because I am so excited to do this. I've been trying to do this for like 3 days now since they started putting out the Unstable branch stuff. But without further ado, let's take a look at the ambulance. Alright, and there you go. So, this is what the flash patterns look like. Now, obviously, we are out of the vehicle. We're going to do a quick walk around. I'm not going to be jumping right into actually going out and doing calls. We are going to do calls today, but I just want to show you guys the vehicle. If you want to get right to the calls, I will throw a little timestamp in the bottom so you can jump right to that. Now, looking at the front, you can see here, so obviously we've got dual grill lights, we have the flashers. These won't really work for us tonight because we do nighttime videos. Up on the light bar, there's, I believe, 6 lights on each side, plus the 2 whites in the center. I have those split, so they're flashing 3 at a time, alternating. Just basic, just simple, just because I wanted to do something like that to kind of match. Obviously, then we have the larger lights up on top. Now, around the vehicle, these are all matched up in a specific way, and I'll show you that in just a second. And just above the wheel well on each side, where you can see my little pointer is, we do also have the minis. This is on each side. Now, a little detail about that. You'll notice the right side grill light, which is this one right here, and the right side wheel well light, they're both in sync. Correction, I stand corrected. It seems like they're a little opposite. Maybe the timing's a little messed up, but my whole goal was to have the corners synced up. So like you can see here, this corner is synced up. So I've just messed up the other side. That's my only issue. And we're going to make our way down here to the side. You can see here we have 2 lights on the wheel well area, and then the 2 lights up top that are in an alternating pattern, so at a diagonal like that. It's the same thing on the other side, just mirrored. And then on the rear, it's the same thing where I have the diagonal, but on the top I have the large, and on the bottom I have the little minis. So this side flashes, and then we have the amber alternating between, because I like the amber lights on the back. That's something I just like doing, and I really like those cross patterns like that. The timing might be a little messed up, because obviously I am super new to this. Obviously I've just spent a little time, but it's not my first time animating lights in this style. I do graphic design. That's my main thing. So I've actually done logos and stuff that require this sort of thing. So the whole concept of it really isn't that hard for me to understand. But yeah, that is our light setup for today, and without further ado, let's go ahead, get it out on the road, and see what we get ourselves into. Alright, and our first call just came in for an escaped convict. Let's go ahead, let's get started up. Obviously, you wouldn't just be sitting here like we just were. I am going to be doing this in first person, as I always do, even though, obviously, we'll see the outside of the ambulance at points. What is going on here? I need to go down this way. Whoop. Alright. There we go. Throw our lights on. We will make our way over to this escaped convict call and see what we have when we get on scene. Now, while we are on the way, I do want to mention there's a couple of things that I would like to see out of this update. We're going to kind of talk about stuff, or not out of this update, but out of future updates that involve the lights. The one thing that is, when you complete one new update or one new idea, it gives a lot of new ideas. It brings things to light that are now possible. So we will be discussing some of that stuff. But before I go any further, I really want to give just a massive shout out to the creator and developer of this game, because they are killing it. They did have to push the stable update back, but overall they are killing it. This has been a really tough update. We gotta get around this guy. Really? Alright, buddy, move. Come on. But yeah, they are killing it with this update. There's been a lot of bugs, a lot of really tough stuff to kind of deal with this update. So shout out to them. It has been amazing. I'm so excited for this. Alright, so if this was a full thing... Oh, this looks weird. So it looks to me like someone managed to get a convict out. Really? Alright, we're going to put ourselves right here. I am going to turn on our scene lighting. And we're going to step out. Alright, let's get our medic bag, see what we can do here. It looks like there was some kind of incident here. Medic bag. Alright, let's check this person. Oh god, there's two of them. Alright. Oh, sorry. I missed that. Possible bone fracture, unconscious, so that's not good. This would be a awesome call for multiplayer, but obviously we're still having issues with multiplayer. Hopefully at some point it'll smooth out a little bit for us. Alright, so we need to clothes, because we will have to check that. That was very concerning for a minute. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, now we need to grab the defibrillator so that we can use that to check her. We'll throw the leads on, see what the graph says. We need to use the fracture kit to stabilize, which I believe is in the medic bag. It is not, so we need to go get that. Alright, so we're going to quickly check the other patient. So with this being multiple people and with it being just us, we're going to check this other patient and see which one's more priority. Come on. This obviously would involve... Okay, conscious. Okay, what we're going to do, he is conscious. We're going to call this person an ambulance to get transported immediately. Oh, I need my bag to do it. What a weird situation to me. And this is kind of a mess. This obviously, there would be hopefully police on scene and another medic and the fire department. We're going to request transport for them. And that way they will get on their way soon. We're going to go ahead and deal with this patient. We will be transporting this one most likely. Let's finish inspecting them just to see. Need to put a collar on them. Obviously, this would require the fire department for getting them out. Alright, so we are going to grab this patient. Let's load everything that we have up. They've picked up that patient, which is good. Oh, that's awesome. Come on. There we go. Oh. Uh-oh. I may have glitched out the game. We have a floating defib now. Interesting. Well, I don't know if that's how that's intended to work, but it's a thing now. So we're going to go ahead and pick up this patient. Don't mind the floating defibrillator. It wouldn't be a Flashing Lights episode without a little bit of a glitch. That's okay. Obviously, still something they're going to have to work on with the updates. I don't know how to put it down, but that's okay. Because now I'm not even technically holding it. But we have priorities. We need to transport this person. Can we chill? Thank you. Alright. Alright, we turn off our scene lighting. Now we're going to roll out. I now totally have a defib bag floating by my head. So that's awesome. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to get this patient to the hospital. And I will see you guys when we're closer. Alright, and here we are. We'll go ahead and pull the patient out. And we will deliver them to the hospital like some kind of messed up Uber Eats. And there we go. Transported and all set. The call is now cleared. Now obviously, again, the best way to do that would be to have at least a couple of officers, some fire, 2 ambulances. Like, you wouldn't just do it like that with just me by myself, but obviously we're limited in what we can do, so we're just making the most of it. But yeah, so while we're sitting here and I've got this open, I quickly want to mention one of those things that I was talking about that I'd love to see. The current lighting system requires you to press P to then enable your floodlights. That was one of the updates they put out a while ago. Floodlights. I would like them at some point, if it's possible. I don't know if it's possible. I know it's a lot to ask, but it's always good to give feedback to the developers. These are just the thoughts in my mind. But something I would like to see is when you are in park and you go to open the doors, the lights up here automatically turn on. It would also be cool to see if they could animate lights inside the cabin to turn on as well. That way, obviously for better visual while removing the patient. I've turned them on manually here. I'm going to do that from now on while I'm doing that sort of thing. But that would be really, really, really nice to see, is automatic lighting in that front. If it was a fire truck or something like that, you wouldn't really see something in that front. But in this case, it would be perfect for the ambulance specifically. However, there is one more way that lighting like that could be used. So obviously, with certain police cars, the light bar, if you press on the horn, it will light up solid for a second in a single color or something like that. That would be really cool to see. But also, being able to take and have multiple modes, so you could be running one siren, or running your siren, running your lights, and when you hit your horn, it changes the pattern, or being able to flip a button, like press a button or whatever, and it goes solid burn white, since these are obviously multicolor style. And that way you could have full scene lighting at like whatever point you wanted. So say you're in the woods here or something and you're looking for a suspect, you could white out your vehicle and boom, you've got full 360-degree scene lighting. That is one way that it could be used for police as well. Another thing too is with most things on emergency vehicles, you can actually dim the lights. So there's actually supposed to be different settings at night. Most police departments have this. As far as I know, at least the ones do here. Fire departments and stuff, not as big of an issue, but you can actually dim the lights at night. So they're still visible, but they won't blind you, because obviously if you're working a highway accident or something like that, it can actually get in the way. So dimming, being able to enable or disable that would be really cool, stuff like that as well. And I'd love to see, honestly, more placement options. What I really wanted to do was have this style of light across the top. I didn't want a light bar, but I am okay with this for now. Say for on the grill, they could put the lights on the cross parts of the grill or on the sides, kind of like they would in real life, things like that. That would be really cool to see. But that's enough blabbering for me. Let's go ahead, let's get back out on and see what we can find. Alright, we now have a vehicle incident we are responding to. So we're going to make our way over to that. Looks like there's been an accident right here in front of the hospital. And clear this intersection. And we will make our way up there. I will see you guys when we get closer. Whoa, buddy. What the heck was that? Jesus, I just saw my life flash before my eyes. Mr. Camaro doesn't seem to want to pull over, so I'm just going to stick behind him. Whoa, my God. Okay. What is it with the random, like, killer vans and cars and stuff? Jeez. Yes, buddy, we get it. You have a big engine. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. This is scary. Everyone's driving like crazy. Alright. This should be just up here around the corner. Alright. We will pull right up to the front there. We're going to go ahead and wait for traffic to go by, and while we do, we're going to throw on our scene lighting. Go ahead and pop out. Alright. This does not look very good. Let's grab our medic bag. And we'll see how this guy's doing. Looks like he must have been injected from the vehicle or somehow crawled out on his own. Don't know the situation here. Oh, we missed that one. Possible bone fracture in his right arm. He does not have a pulse. Yeah, that might be an issue. I'm no professional. But we're going to perform CPR. Oh. Gotta take his top off. Not something you see, not something you hear very often from me. Gotta love the joys of being in the medical business. Alright. Now we're gonna go grab the defibrillator to check his heart rate. Or we won't. Because apparently it is glitched. Still. Alright, so we just got a call for a vehicle incident. I do want to quickly mention this. The little thing with the defibrillator completely glitched out my game. I had to completely reset. So be aware, this is also, like, this is a new game. This is still being worked on. It's only, like, one person who's doing the actual, like, developing of the game. And it's going to take time before it is perfect. Just keep that in mind. Obviously, I'm also running the unstable branch, so there's pretty much guaranteed to be bugs here and there. But that's part of it. We're helping the developer. If I were you, my recommendation would be to wait for the stable branch update if you would like to try out the new color customization. I know some of you might be impatient like me, and if you are, then it's definitely worth maybe taking a look at, but do be aware that you will run into issues. But let's go ahead, finish responding to this call, and I will see you when we're on scene. If there's things you would like to see on my channel, go ahead and let me know in the comments below, and I will see what I can do, especially for flashing lights. I will definitely be making more videos on this. Probably shouldn't be delaying inspecting the patient to talk about YouTube, but that is exactly why... Oh, she has no pulse. That's not good. That is exactly why I do not do this for a job. Kudos to anyone who does, because just the sheer amount of stuff you deal with is insane. Alright, so we need to perform CPR, which we will do really quick. Oh, need to take her clothes off. Or just her top, cut her top off. That's not the most, that's an interesting animation, I'm gonna be honest with you. Alright, let's go ahead, let's throw the leads on her. We got the defibrillator out now to check. Not good, we need to shock. So we will throw the 2 shock pads on, like that. And we will shock her. She's still not stable though. We need to get a fracture kit though. I don't know why it wants me to use a fracture kit when she's not stable yet. And we will be transporting this patient as well. Alright, let's go ahead and put everything away. She's not stable, so this is going to be a rushed transport. I don't know why it had me do that. Unless maybe she did stabilize and I couldn't see, so we're going to rush to get this kind of done. Now, obviously, you would have 2 people, a driver, and a... Yeah, she's still not stable, so we need to get there quick. We will throw these in here. I don't believe she's stable. I believe that shouldn't look like that. Obviously, you'd have 2 people, a driver, and someone working on the patient at the same time, so it wouldn't be quite as slow as I am on my own. But we will put the patient on. It would be cool at some point to see, like, backboards and stuff like that become a thing. But we're going to go ahead, shut the doors, make sure no one's coming. Jump in. Alright, our scene lighting is off. We're going to go ahead, we're going to back up nice and carefully. Make sure we don't hit this tow truck. I am going to go down to this dirt road here, and we're going to flip a Yui. Obviously want to be gentle. We have a very hurt patient in the back, very ill patient. Not necessarily, I don't know if ill is the word to use, but this needs to be done quick. So we're going to step it up here. Now, obviously, you'd want to be careful. We don't want to, like, bounce the patient around or anything like that. Most of the time, here anyways, I believe it might be a law in some places that you have to have your siren on if you have your lights on if you're an ambulance. So, Mr. Camaro, what the heck? I don't know what that was about. But we're just going to go kind of based off of what I'm used to. Oh my god, that scared the hell out of me. What was that? Alright. Come down here on the highway. We'll clear this intersection real quick. Then we're through. Turn the sirens off as a courtesy to the other patients already at the hospital, and we will make our turn in to unload our patient. Whoop. I don't know, I guess offload. I don't know if that's the right term to use, because it makes it sound more like cargo than an injured person. I believe 3 is our backlight, right? Alright, we'll throw our backlights on, because obviously they're not automatic. Like I said, I'd love to see that. We'll go ahead and we will pull our patient out and transport them inside. I will say this, it would be really nice. Whoop, I hit the door. It would be really nice if they covered up the patient, like you had like the pillows and stuff on the actual stretcher like you normally would. That would be really nice to see. If we had multiplayer capabilities, it'd be cool to see like oxygen stuff become a thing. Like honestly, it would be really cool to be able to just like, I think you can. It'd be nice to have like a compartment on the side that you can just get stuff out of. Like, I think in theory you can grab stuff out of here and sit in the back, but it would be nice to have like equipment compartments on the side which are strictly for the bags, because it would make it a lot easier to sort through, like if like your med bag was on one side and your other stuff was on one side. But yeah, that would be pretty cool. But there we go, that one is complete. That patient has been taken care of. Let's go ahead, jump in and see what else we get into. Alright, well, I've been in the seat for like 2 seconds, and we've already got another vehicle incident on the same road. It looks like the corner, so who knows what that could be from. But we're going to make our way back up there and see what we have on our hands today. Let's clear this intersection. Alright, that's not the thing to do. Do not stop in the intersection. We will continue to make our way across. We need to come off the highway, and there we go. So we will finish responding. I will see you guys in just a few. Alright, and here we are. We're coming up on scene right now. You can see, if this is a Camaro, I'm not going to be surprised. Nope, it looks like someone slid off the road. This is a really bad spot. This cop has not done a good job of blocking off the road for us. So we're going to try and get over here as far as we can. No, don't roll backwards. Stop. Alright. Yeah, that would have been horrible to just roll backwards onto the patient or something. We're just going to chill here for a second. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's check the patient real quick. We will grab our med bag. I would love to see some new calls for this too. It seems like everything's getting a little bit repetitive now. That's why I've only done, I believe, the one video on medic stuff. But I felt like this was the perfect way to showcase the new lights. Alright, yep, another unconscious person. All crumpled up. Fractured leg. Possible bone fracture, yep. Okay, we need to perform CPR. Oh. That's not right. The freaking van just hit the car that's all crashed out. I like how the only thing on the car that is not damaged is the front end of it. which is kind of funny, seeing as that's the part that's crashed. We'll grab the defibrillator. So the lead's on, as usual. This looks good. So we just need to grab a fracture kit. Probably could have just removed that and put that back on the way back, but that's okay. Alright, now we're going to transport this patient. So we're going to go ahead, grab our fracture kits. Put that away. Med bag. That away. Take our pads off. Stomped on his head. Sorry, dude. Did not mean to do that. Oh, I keep getting in a fist fight with my ambulance. Grab our stretcher out. What? There we go. Just had to move to the side. Apparently, if you're too close, it won't do it. Oh, yeah, look at this. I'm drifting. Tokyo stretcher drift. Oh, please. Oh, that cop doesn't give a damn. Oh, I'm stuck on the little... Of course, that one little rock would stop the stretcher. Alright. This guy is stable, so we're going to step it up, but we're not going to rush like we did last time. Let's go ahead and jump in before anything comes our way. Turn our scene lights off. This time, I think we will flip a UE just on the road here. Actually, I don't know if it's safe enough to do that. We're good. Alright, now we're going to step it up, get this patient to the hospital as quickly as possible. What the actual... Okay, that could not have gone worse, if I'm honest. That was rather special. But we're going to get this patient to the hospital. You've already seen this drive, so I will see you guys in just a few. That person tried to kill me too. What the heck is happening today? Alright, we'll get the patient unloaded here. Get them brought inside. Actually, that was like the best placement I've had all night. I don't know what it is. Every time I go to do something in this game right now, I seem to hit the door too. I smashed a criminal's head off the door the other day. I don't know if it was a criminal. I think it was potentially that drunk driver lady that drove me crazy, but there we are. That one has been delivered. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and that's going to be the end of today's shenanigans in the ambulance. I hope you guys enjoyed that as always. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below and do consider subscribing if you want to see more. There's definitely more coming. I have a lot more in the works on flashing lights. I can't wait to try more of the new light stuff out and to see what we can do. You can find me on social media at LonghaulerGMG on Snapchat, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.